Hey, folks, my guest today is Felipe Bajetti. He's passionate about people and business growth. That's why he created Fatura Simples. He's a countryside city guy from Brazil and has no fear of taking risk. Has a background in technology and his experience of living abroad helps him to be an empathetic leader. The company today, again, faturasimples.com.br is a recurring billing automation platform for business growth. Felipe, are you ready to take us to the top?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
So recurring billing for who? What kind of customers are you selling to?
Yeah, right now we are focused on the health sector, on how can I say this in English? Is some kind of health assistance plan for low income people. So there are a lot of health clinics for low income people in Brazil that create this kind of plans. So you pay a subscription fee monthly, usually, and you gain a lot of benefits. So these clinics will take care of your health. So we are focusing on these this kind of customers right now.
So are you selling to the clinic or to the patient?
To the clinic.
I see. How many
Yeah.
clinics are paying you today?
Uh, I'd say about 30
30.
around this. But let me say one more thing. This is what we are focusing right now because we started with a more generic positioning. So we have a lot of SaaS businesses using our subscription platform so they can automate these processes. But and a lot of other kinds of customers, but this is our focus right now.
And in December, so last month, how much total transaction volume did you process?
About 6 million.
Okay, across 30 customers.
No, across our whole base that we intermediate the money because we have some money. Some sorry, we have some customers that don't use this tool of intermediating money. They plug their own processors.
I see.
This
So
is
six
this is a
six million.
possibility too.
So how many customers total for the 6 million of GMV?
Uh, I'd say about 100,
100. Wow.
maybe
Okay.
110, something like that.
Okay, Felipe, talk money to me. How do you guys make
Yeah.
money?
Oh, we take a transaction fee, and so you if you make a transaction, we will take about it varies really, but about 1 real, Brazilian real, to 320. Uh,
And so what percent is that?
it depends, but I'd say it's like half.
Okay. So on 6 million of total GMV in December last month, if you take
You are
about
trying to calculate, right? Just ask
not
me
tr-
how much I.
not trying not trying, I am 6 million times 0.5%. You guys did about 30,000 US dollars in revenue last month.
uh, just shy of that. Yeah.
Oh, what's going on there, YouTube? Good to see you guys. Now imagine this. You love watching these interviews with SaaS founders, but imagine if we took all of the valuation data out from over 2,807 interviews I've done manually. Saves you a lot of time. Well, we've done this. We've built it into the beautiful interface inside of FounderPath. Check this out. I'll show you how you can access this in a second, but you log in, you connect your Stripe account, you see your valuation real time, you can see what it changed over the past 88 days, and even set goals for valuation this year. Now, the secret to valuation is there's many different ways to value a SaaS business. So the reason you're going to see 3 or 4 different valuations inside of your FounderPath dashboard, this is all free by the way, is because depending on who's doing the buying of your SaaS company, you're going to get a different valuation. A VC is going to pay a different valuation. Private equity firm is different. If you're going to do a minority sale, that's different. And if you sell the whole business, that's a different valuation. You can see all those when I hover over here. Right. So the teal is what a VC would pay. Yellow is what private equity. And red is if you sold the whole thing outright. Now, what's cool about this is not built off random data. Again, you guys hear these interviews on YouTube. All these data are built from real time valuation data points founders share with us on the show. So traction, 1.2 million, seed round, 3.7 raise. They sold 22% of their business. Go in here and filter by the event. Maybe you only want to see companies that have sold the whole business. Well, here are a bunch that have been acquired, the valuation and the multiple. Maybe you're going out right now and you're raising your seed round. Well, go in here and look at all this recent seed deals that went down, what they raised, what valuation they raised at, and what percent that they sold. There's never been a larger data set of SaaS valuations than what you can get now inside of FounderPath, and we're thrilled to bring it to you. All right, we're going to go back to the YouTube video here in a second, but if you want to check this tool out, if you want to jump in and sign up, you can check it out for free to get your valuation at this link, founderpath.com/products/valuations. Or if you go to founderpath.com and hover over products, click on get your valuation here and go ahead and sign up to give it a whirl. Again, all that valuation data live right inside the platform. I hope to see you there. All right, let's jump back into the interview. What's the future plan? Are you trying to work with more SaaS companies, or are you only focusing on clinics moving forward?
We are focusing on clinics and the tangent, like the similar kinds of operations, because you see SaaS companies we don't really have differential, a competitive differential. Does that really make sense in English?
It does. You don't have competitive differentiation. Who does mostly recurring billing for SaaS companies in Sao Paulo? Who are your competitors there?
Oh yeah, we have there is a company called Vindi. Yugo, there is another one, Superlogica, Asas. There are a bunch of them. So that's the problem, you see. There is a bunch of them doing the same thing. So the fee, each one has the ability to take. The space is competitive, so there is not much margin there. So we are going in another direction.
That's I think is a super smart move. When did you launch the company?
Oh, we started at 2013 as a software studio, and along the years we developed Fatura Simples as a side product, I'd say. But since the beginning we wanted to make the shifts, and we did. The beta of Fatura Simples was launched at late 14, and along the next years we started the shifts, and I'd say 3 to 4 years now it's like 100% our focus.
So Fatura, you launched as a studio in 2013. You worked on many side projects. By 2016, Fatura was really your main focus, and you've been focused on Fatura full time for the last 4 years.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, very cool. And you keep saying we. How many co-founders do you have?
I have just one partner. Yeah.
Okay. And have you guys bootstrapped so far? Or did you decide to raise?
We didn't really decided to raise until 3 years ago. We were going bootstrapped like all the way, because the ecosystem in Brazil was not very good, but it changed a lot. So we started raising, and last year we raised $250 approximately $1,000 check. I'd say around that, because we raised it in Brazilian real, so I don't remember the dollar price at the time.
That was your seed. That was your seed round.
Yeah, I'd say seed or pre-seeds. I don't really know.
How much, Felipe? How much equity did you sell? Was it a 5 million cap on a note?
Uh, mm, Sorry, what did you ask?
How much equity did you sell for $250,000?
Oh yeah, you are pretty straightforward. No,
Damn Americans, you know.
damn
This is American
Americans.
podcast hosts.
Yeah, we sold 20%, 20.
So this was about $1 million pre-money valuation and $1.2 million post.
Uh,
It's a lot of conversions for you, but
yeah,
I think that's
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. About that.
Do you regret it or was it the right move?
Oh, it was the right move for us at the time. Well, we have a lot of synergies with our investor, like not really exchanging clients or something like that, but culture wise, and we needed a shake up, I'd say. So it was good.
And if you're doing
It
about
has been good. Has been good.
yeah, if you're doing about $27,000 per month today in revenue, what were you doing exactly a year ago? Do you remember?
Yeah, about half.
So this is good growth. This is your fastest growing 12 months over the past 6 years, right?
Uh, in total volume, yes, but percentage wise, not really, because when you are really small,
Well, yeah,
yeah,
a dollar to $6 is
yeah,
600%.
yeah, yeah.
Um, what drove the growth from 14,000 a month to 27,000 a month? Is it the focus on clinics and health?
Uh, Not exactly this, but kind of, because we started. There is a fun thing about this business model is that if our clients grow, we also grow. So we make one sale, and this guy is generating us, let's say, $100 monthly, and he grows 10x. He starts generating 10x more money for us.
Mhm.
And some clients grew in the last year, and it drove our revenue up. And this new segment, these clinics, they operate in a much higher volume than a SaaS business. For example,
Mhm.
uh, if you have a SaaS business that have, let's say, 2,000 customers, it's a big SaaS business. If you have a clinic that has 2,000 customers, it's just validated the business. It's starting to grow. So um, the fee that we take is not percentage. You asked me if how much it was. I'd say about 0.5%, but we take a fixed fee. Like, it does not change if you transact 100 or 1,000. We take the same fee. So for us, the volume of customers that our client has is really important.
Understood. And help me understand your team today. How many folks are full time?
How many? What?
How many employees?
Oh yeah, um, we have about 17 employees plus us, two founders.
How many of you guys are engineers?
Just one.
You?
Just No, just my founder. Just my co-founder.
So building
I I am also, or I was, but I don't code for photosynthesis. I'm just in the business side.
building payments rails and code is very difficult. How did
Yeah,
one person build it? Or are you using someone else's technology to facilitate the payment? You're white labeling.
we are white labeling, but we had at some point our own infrastructure. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, it's hard, and there is a lot of regulations. So we we killed our own infra and started white labeling. Yeah.
Who are you white labeling now?
Zoop. ZOOP.
Are they good?
Brazil. Yeah. Uh, there ain't many options in Brazil for what we want. So yes, I recommend them, but I also want some things that they don't have yet. But it's part of the game.
Yep. Very cool story, Felipe. Let's wrap up here with your famous five. Number one, what's your favorite book?
Oh, that's a hard one. Let me see. I'd say right now that Can't Hurt Me from David Goggins is top 5. I'm not sure how is my favorite one, but for sure this is top 5. Oh, sorry. There is another one I'd like to mention. I don't really know if there is an English version, but there is a guy in Brazil called David Klinke that he crossed the Atlantic in a rowing boat alone, and he has a lot of other cool stories, and he has a book that he talks about his life and planning that is called Não há tempo a perder. It's there is no time to waste.
Great. Number two, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
Just one. I wouldn't say who to mention, really.
Okay. Number three, what's your favorite online tool for building your business?
I'd say Gira.
Number
Just
four,
management.
How many hours of sleep do you get every night?
7.
And
7.
And what's your situation, Felipe? Married, single, kids?
Single.
Okay. And how old are you?
30.
30. Last question. What's something you wish you knew when you were 20?
I wish I knew that discipline and commitment and consistency goes a lot farther than I thought.
Guys, there you have it. Faturasimplace.com.br. Say it for me. Felipe, go. Fatura what?
Fatura Simples.
He says it so much better than I do. Faturasimplace.com.br. They launched back in 2013 as a venture studio. Eventually realized, wow, this payments gateway they're building for clinics is really taking off. In 2018, they focused full time on that, raised a seed round last year, $250,000 at $1 million valuation. So sold 20% today. Over 100 customers. They did $6 million in GMV in December. They make about 5% of that. So doing about $27,000 a month in revenue today, up from $14,000 a month just a year ago. Healthy growth rate, 17 people on the team with one engineer as they look to continue to scale. Felipe, thanks for taking us to the top.
Thank you, Nathan.
One more thing before you go. We have a brand new show every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central. It's called Shark Tank for SaaS. We call it Deal or Bust. One founder comes on, 3 hungry buyers, they try and do a deal live, and the founder shares back-end dashboards, their expenses, their revenue, ARPU, CAC, LTV, you name it, they share it. And the buyers try and make a deal live. It is fun to watch every Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Additionally, remember, these recorded founder interviews go live. We release them here on YouTube every day at 2 p.m. Central. To make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure you click the subscribe button below here on YouTube, the big red button, and then click the little bell notification to make sure you get notifications when we do go live. I wouldn't want you to miss breaking news in the SaaS world, whether it's an acquisition, a big fundraise, a big sale, a big profitability statement, or something else. I don't want you to miss it. Additionally, if you want to take this conversation deeper and further, we have by far the largest private Slack community for B2B SaaS founders. You want to get in there. We've probably talked about your tool if you're running a company or your firm if you're investing. You can go in there and quickly search and see what people are saying. Sign up for that at nathanlatka.com /Slack. In the meantime, I'm hanging out with you here on YouTube. I'll be in the comments for the next 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. We get a lot of haters that are mad at how aggressive I am on these shows, but I do it so that we can all learn. We have to counter those people. We got to push them away. Click the thumbs up below to counter them and know that I appreciate your guys' support. All right, I'll be in the comments. See ya.